Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Danganronpa 2, potentially the finale or it's just regular old part 54. Don't know, we're within striking distance of the end of the game, but it's hard to really say how close we are. I would say we have about 90 minutes to 2 hours left before we're completely finished. Maybe less, maybe even more. We have entered into not quite the climax of the class trial, but it feels like we're getting there. Makoto believes in us. Granted, we don't even know if this is actually Makoto. It feels like it's actually Makoto, but his appearance is very, the timing is very coincidental.
It's true that they walked the wrong path before, but that's all in the past now.
I mean, this sounds like stuff Makoto would say, but we haven't really proved that he's Makoto yet.
What I believe
Same
in is
with
not
Byakuya
their past,
and
but their
Kyoko.
futures.
I was totally waiting for a protagonistic line like that when I crush you with despair, such ecstasy.
No matter what you do to me, I will never fall into despair.
Wrong. I'm not the one who's gonna make you fall into despair.
Oh, we'd never betray old Makoto boy.
That's the mastermind's job, and they'll be appearing very soon.
Is this the Kamakura dude?
Mastermind?
Mastermind?
Because they've been hinting
Someone
at this
else is
guy
coming?
for a while now.
That can't be. It's just a bluff.
You should never make the last character who appears in a detective story turn out to be the mastermind. But I always fall into that pattern, so I was kind of worried about that.
Enough already. What are you talking about?
Oh well, let's bring him out with lots of energy. It's Mr. Izuru Kamakura!
Fat Byakuya.
Izuru Kamakura?
That name, I've heard it before. That person was called the Ultimate Hope. But that shouldn't be all he was. That's right, I've seen a person called Izuru Kamakura somewhere else. As I recall, that person was on the cover of a magazine. I mean, that's probably correct. If he founded the Academy, he's probably on the cover of at least one magazine.
I see.
Izuru Kamakura. Isn't that the name of the founder of Hope's Peak Academy? It was written on the placard beneath the portrait of the Academy's founder. That name. It was definitely Izuru Kamakura, right?
He was also in the funhouse.
However, based on the information I know, the man known as Izuru Kamakura...
If I recall, he's a super genius who acquired many talents. He was even called the Ultimate Hope, right?
Does the founder have the same name as that Ultimate Hope guy?
Is that kind of coincidence even possible?
I mean, I don't know. It could be that they're the same person. It could also be that he's taken that name as kind of like a pseudonym.
The future foundation might know something, right?
How about it, Kyoko?
Even within Hope's Peak Academy, there's very little information about a person called Izuru Kamakura. It's a mystery if such a person ever really existed.
Because, like, the reason I don't... Because, like, they kind of imply that Hope's Peak was built to cultivate this Izuru guy. So it couldn't have been founded by him if he was already... I mean, I guess he could have been, like, a normal person when it was founded. And then through time, via Hope's Peak, he was turned into a super genius. I don't really understand what exactly they were doing, though.
And not just that. The matter was closed without ever being settled because of that incident.
If you do not know, then please allow me. Providing hopelessly skilled explanations is a quirk of mine.
Like, maybe they're using technology to steal people's talents and siphon them into this old dude.
The reason Izuru's existence continues to be such a mystery is because the Academy hid it.
Why did the Academy hide his existence?
Because wait. I'm trying to think. What does it mention? Does it mention in the story when Izuru Kamakura, the Ultimate Hope, brutally murdered 13 members of the student council? So they said the student council were like the best of the best, right? Like maybe murdering them allowed him to take their powers and become the true ultimate god himself. And because he's so powerful and so vital to Hope's Peak's mission, they covered it up. Because I guess it doesn't really say that he's a student, right? Like, he could be an old dude.
If I recall, they were trying to protect their superior talent. They even called it mankind's hope, correct?
However, that prodigious student ended up
Okay, they do
killing
say
13
student, so-
student council members at Hope's Peak Academy.
Maybe he's just an old
Izuru
student.
is the killer responsible for Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most awful event.
And you're the one who set it up, right?
Information about Izuru completely vanished after that incident.
We thought Junko and Ashima killed them? Oh, don't say such cruel things. Izuru Kamakura is very much alive. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Are we Izuru? Okay, I kind of thought that a little bit, but I discarded that theory.
What? I am... What?
Like I said, you're Izuru Kamakura.
I do like this.
Huh?
Alrighty. If you don't understand, I'll explain it to you till you do understand.
So that explains why the memory thing then is. So that was Izuru that he's talking to, and that's why he has the memory of talking to Nagito from his own perspective.
You're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're...
Hold on! Seriously, what are you talking about?
Liar! There's no way! There's no way Hajime is Izuru Kamukura! Izuru is that ultimate hope, right? But Hajime is...
That's right. Hajime is one of those reserve course dropouts and has no talent whatsoever. But the fact that he's really Izuru Kamakura makes all this much more hopeless.
I'm Izuru Kamakura? Alright, some spinny spin and some fun times. Okay, I mean, I do like this. As much as I've been annoyed by Junko coming back, I do think this little reveal and the reveal about
Good
them
news,
being
Hajime!
the despairs are good. They're
Even
better
though you
twists
were
than what
mocked
was
for
in the
being a
first
reserve
game.
course student. He had a talent all along.
There's Tragedy of Hope's Peak. There's the regular Tragedy.
How can someone from the reserve course...
Vision of Nagito, maybe? Granted, we already used that, but it would be a memory. Like, for that for the player, that implies that he's Izuru, but... Hide Izuru's
Was he
identity?
hidden in the reserve course?
Then
I don't
Hajime's
think
name is fake?
So? Yeah, I guess that does kind of make sense, but that doesn't jive with his memories that we've seen beforehand, right? Where we had that flashback of when he was in his normal school before going to Hope's Peak, where they were all kind of making fun of him for being, like, buying his way in? Is the Academy founder one?
I've always had that name ever since I was born!
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot twists.
Could it be Created Hope?
Created Hope.
That might be Izuru.
Created Hope. List of subjects, remnants of despair. I'm the ultimate hope? Then the current me and Izuru Kamakura are... What did Hope's Peak Academy do to me?
Good news,
Is the Hope cultivation plan on here? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, consolidating the results of all their research.
Even though you were
So it's
mocked
probably
for having talent
Makoto's
How
Hope
can someone
cultivation
such an
plan.
amazing...
In order to hide, was he hidden in the...
Then Hajime's...
There's no doubt I've always had that name.
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us.
I do not want any more last...
Could it be Created Hope?
Get out of
That must
here.
be it.
Oh, the Makoto Hajime.
Created Hope. Are you talking about the Hope cultivation plan?
Hope cultivation plan?
Well, it could be. Right, let's read this again. Izuru, it was used to create Izuru the Ultimate Hope. He was later involved in an incident in which he brutally murdered 13 members of the student council. It does not say they're the same person. It could have been the founder as the one who murdered everyone and then implanted the abilities or something into Hajime and then changed his name to Izuru Kamakura or something like that?
A while back, I saw a file kept by the Future Foundation. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy was researching a breakthrough plan to cultivate personal talent.
And it would make sense they'd want to test it on a normal person.
It's true, it was a breakthrough plan. After all, it was a plan to create the perfect genius.
Create? For the longest time, the Hope Cultivation Plan was the earnest wish of Hope's Peak Academy. In fact, that's why the Academy was established. Part of that plan was researching the talents of Ultimates. Because the plan was so important, they adopted the name of the Academy's founder and called it the Izuru Kamakura Project.
Izuru Kamakura Project?
Just a little while ago, they were finally able to reach the experimental stage of that plan.
Granted, we also don't actually know when Hope's Peak Academy was founded, like if it was 50 years ago, 100 years ago. Like the Kamakura dude could have been dead for a very long time at this point, so my theory only works if the founder would have still been alive and active in the school.
From there, they set their sights on the reserve course dropouts to use them as lab rats.
Why did they use the reserve course as lab rats?
A plan to create talent artificially requires test subjects that are wholly lacking in talent. From that group of reserve course students, the one who was finally chosen was...
Yeah, I mean, it could have just been that once he was chosen and experimented with, he went insane, and that's what caused him to just murder those people.
Hajime, who stands before you now.
Why me?
Because you admired Hope's Peak Academy more than anybody else.
Huh?
You still don't get it? You were used by the Academy. They exploited your feelings of admiration toward hope and talent just to use you as a lab rat.
What?
See? Didn't I tell you? The moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
Lies. That's definitely a lie.
And after many surprises, Hajime Hinata was transformed into Izuru 1.0!
Did you say transformed?
What did they do to him?
Unless you're willing to go to extremes, it's impossible to change a normal person into a perfect genius. So naturally, they went to extremes. By directly interfering with his brain, Hope's Peak Academy transformed Hajime Hinata.
The government has something buy homes, cars, borrow, debt prompted. I mean, it looks like it's real words, but can't really make them out. There's something I see, sales to North Korea, something, North Monday, South Korean markets, something missile.
Into a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself, known as Izuru Kamakura.
The warning comes to the South Korea economy, escalating tensions between... What's with all the South Korea and North Korea stuff?
Eventually, Izuru became an ultimate despair, thanks to me. But all I did to Izuru was simply break his spirit. That's nothing compared to what Hope's Peak Academy did to him. Not even close. Seriously. It's scary how determined the researchers were to mess with the human brain that much. Doing such inhumane acts that nobody else is capable of with such a calm mind and a steady hand. I admire it so much, it makes my mind numb. By the way, you're just a simple avatar right now, so even if you touch your head, you won't feel the scar.
Did they really do something
So
like
that
that?
would explain why his personality is so much different than what it is now, than what it is in that sequence we saw with Nagito.
But if you think about it, if Hajime gets out of here, he's gonna be a super genius.
And we can force him to do all of our math homework.
Like I said, he's not Hajime. He's a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself.
Different person? How is he different?
All of his senses, emotions, thoughts, and hobbies that interfere with acquiring talent have been excised.
Huh?
All of his memories of the past have been forcefully suppressed into the darkest recesses of his mind.
Huh?
Emotions, thoughts, hobbies? He doesn't even have a memory? It sounds like he is a completely different person.
So that's why it's so surprising that Hajime even exists here at all, even if he's just an avatar. The Neo World program must have dug up those memories and rebuilt his old personality from data from the past.
I cannot help but feel impressed that the Neo World program was able to accomplish such a feat.
But as for Hajime, he probably would have been better off if he stayed erased.
Then, when Hajime returns to his original state after the shutdown...
He's gonna be batshit insane, dude.
He'll disappear.
Yo, yeah, that too, but...
Disappear?
All that will remain is Izuru Kamakura, an entirely different personality created by Hope's Peak Academy. He will no longer be Hajime Hinata.
Disappear? I'm going to disappear? Disappear. 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 Man, I feel like he's still kind of like... Oh my god, dude. He just, he's got fucking Sakura's hair, dude. No matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but... I guess they have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason to meet me again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? So I guess he would have been probably separate from the other Ultimate Despairs, so they wouldn't even really know who he is.
Hajime?
Was that me? No, that's not me!
That's what you are. That's who Izuru Kamakura is. You're the one who brought me into this world. You're Izuru Kamakura, the mastermind behind all of this.
So he would have been the one who uploaded the virus, I guess is what she's talking about.
Huh?
Brought her into the world.
Could it be? The one who uploaded you into the Neo World program was...
It's not me!
Just so you know, as long as your brain has been messed with, you can't undo it no matter how hard you try.
They could just take his brain out and put it in a jar. Yes, and, I'll get back to you on the rest.
Have no way to be saved, you say? But you already know what you must do.
I do? I already know how I can be saved? You gotta repeat. Okay, we're not. Oh, wait. How can you be saved? Well, wouldn't you just repeat? It's not graduate. I mean, you could submit, but... Become the black... I don't feel like any of these make sense. It's not just graduate, is it? Oh, it is graduate.
I see. I just need to choose graduate then.
But, wait. I mean, they've changed the rules of graduating like 4 times. Wouldn't that still... Isn't that... He gets, Oh, no, it's the shutdown is what would delete him, right? Graduating would revert... I can't remember.
Huh?
Yeah, graduating
In
is
that
good.
case, the Hajime avatar will be uploaded into his real body.
It's good for Hajime in the sense that his memory gets to say, but the shutdown sequence would revert him back to Izuru. Okay.
So, Hajime will be safely reborn. Truly a royal road to a hopeless, happy ending.
Hold on. You can't do that.
If you do that, everyone who died will be taken over by Junko's alter ego.
Like, if you guys don't start the shutdown, the Future Foundation will be trapped here. I can't allow the Future Foundation to sacrifice themselves for the ultimate despairs.
Jeez, you should have said so before. You guys aren't honest at all.
That's not it. What we're saying is...
We have to protect the world from despair, you say? Okay, that's getting so old. Do you really have to sacrifice yourselves just to protect the world in the first place?
Yeah, anime friendship and all that.
What if the world's hope is different from your hope? Even if the world is happy, it's meaningless if you aren't happy.
That's...
It's a very selfish thing to say.
Plus, the Future Foundation wants to kill all the ultimate despairs, right?
Well, I mean, they do kind of deserve it.
Once you go back to being ultimate despair, the Future Foundation's punishment time will activate. It would be absolutely dreadful if that were to happen.
Not just dreadful.
It's rather fucking hopeless, don't you think? And can you guys even endure that? Everything that happened here will just end up being a meaningless game. Everything you felt, awe, friendship, love, there won't even be save data left of it. The girl you love and the guy you hate grow weaker and skinnier each day they lay immobilized.
But our panties are forever.
And in Hajime's case, his very existence is going to disappear. All because of the academy he loves so much.
Granted, we only have one pair of panties. We have two pair. We have like a man thong from Fuyuhiko, some, I think, boxer shorts from Kazuichi, and then of course Chiake's, you know.
Will you be able to endure such despair? Who are you going to endure it for? For people you've never met before? For people who don't even appreciate you? Does that sound like hope to you?
You can't believe her! That's how she works!
I mean, do you really want to live in a world where there's 11 billion Junkos? I'd die in a second. It's not worth it, Hajime.
That's what she does, so she can lure you all toward despair.
There is no reason to listen to her. Hurry up and start the shutdown.
Hold on!
What is it? Why are we still waiting? Do you still not understand what's going to happen to the real world if Junko escapes?
No, I was just...
How many victims do you think the biggest, most awful,
no.
most tragic event in human history has claimed?
11 billion!
Right now, it's finally started to calm down. If Junko Enoshima makes it to the real world, countless victims will fill the streets. The world will regress to an era of bloodshed, chaos, and worldwide rioting.
So that's why you're telling them to start the shutdown sequence? To prevent that? You're telling them to turn back into ultimate despair and lose all the memories they made in this world. Even among them, there are those who will simply cease to exist. And you're telling them to just deal with it?
Yeah, pretty much.
At this point, this is the only way.
No. There is another way. As long as they choose to graduate, they can pass along their avatar's memories, and everyone here will be able to hold hands and keep on living.
Well, not everyone.
Well, everyone who died will be taken over by me, but don't you think that's a better fate than being a vegetable for the rest of their life?
Absolutely not.
You guys, you can't buy into this. Think carefully about which is true hope.
And which is true despair.
I mean,
What
any
shall we
more
do?
seconds of hearing Junko's... Well, hearing, like I said, the voice actor, I'm not trying to talk bad about the voice actors. The VA is actually very good. It's the writing. The writing's what gets me mad.
You're asking us?
You're telling us to decide?
Damn it! Why'd it turn out like this?
Oh boy.
If everyone can overcome despair,
And
You
it's
guys
just
should be able to
shutdown
grasp true
sequence. Graduate.
If
Wait,
our memories
what's
up until
going
now
on?
disappear,
Our stuff is freaking
I
out,
will not
dude.
even remember the reason everybody died.
Are you really going to let her take over your friends' bodies?
Yeah, he's got a point.
might think I'm a fool, but I want to see Peko one more time.
Well, you
If
know.
we turn back into ultimate despair, the Future Foundation might kill us, right?
Well, you know, if you
We
want to
won't
see
let them do
Peko,
that.
then you want to do the shutdown sequence then.
This is all the Future Foundation's fault.
They're the ones who stuck us in this messed up world!
For your protection.
If Junko escapes to the real world,
I mean, there's been no prompts.
there will be countless victims
Other
again.
than the very first one.
I know, but
I'm trying to remember how this worked in the first game.
Everyone's hope is in conflict. Such despair!
So there's despair. Like, we could maybe copy despair? I don't really want to. Maybe copy Makoto's hope at the beginning or something? Graduate or shut down, the world or me, hope or despair. They're telling us to choose. To choose between that? Why? Why do we have to choose? Okay. I don't, is that like a forced fail or something?
I can't do it.
Huh? Can't do it?
I can't choose. You guys are telling us the world's going to be destroyed unless we sacrifice ourselves. And that, I can't decide. I can't choose either one.
Hajime!
Shut up! Leave me alone! This is just too much. Why do I have to be a part of this? I mean, I'm different from the rest of you. And I don't even have a talent. But even so, I got dragged into this. And now, my existence is going to disappear? I don't understand it at all.
I mean, for what it's worth, Hajime, you do have a talent. You're the ultimate test subject.
Both choices are hopeless.
How much of ourselves do we have to sacrifice?
This burden. Don't you dare make us shoulder it.
There's no way we can handle this on our own.
Everyone, get a hold of yourselves.
It's impossible! For someone like me, it's impossible. I can't choose the future!
We really need a Makoto pep talk right about now.
Hope, despair, do whatever you want. It's not my problem!
Or maybe the ghost of Chiaki could show up.
That's...
And
That's a very
there's
rare
no
face from
answer.
Makoto. You only see that
So
a couple
you've
times in
chosen
the
to make
first
no
game.
choice at all. Jeez, once again, this went exactly as I expected. I get so hopelessly bored when everything goes according to plan. Oh well, since I have everyone's data, I kind of figured things would play out like this. That is, unless something else hopelessly unpredictable happens. Well, I can say that. But the chance of something convenient happening is hopeless. After all, this is a game. A world where everything progresses with predetermined harmony.
Have you ever played a game before?
Fine. I guess it's okay. You don't have to force yourself to make a choice. A futureless future. I think it's fine if that exists too. As long as you don't yearn for hope, you'll never fall victim to despair. That goes for me too. As long as I don't yearn for despair, I'll never need to hope for it. So, let's all free ourselves from this curse and stay here as the best of friends. Let's immerse ourselves in this tropical island life forever and ever.
Nah, I'm good. We've already talked to Fuyuhiko and Kazuichi. We've pretty much made friends with who we want to. Be kind of boring.
Endeavor, 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 and ever, and ever, and ever, and ever, and ever.
She has sent us to the Shadow Realm. See, we're just back at the beginning of the game. Let's do it all right this time. See, the squad, we're all back together. Got some nice...
All right, a game reset.
Nile. Hit him with some
The world
nihilism.
will continue to loop.
Get blasted. I will
An
blast
eternal
you.
game utopia
I'll
sounds like
blast
fun.
you. You've been blasted.
All right, a game reset.
Okay, we cannot change.
And with this, the world will continue to loop.
An eternal game.
I guess it's fine to stay like...
Young master, that is a wise call.
Yay! You didn't have to forget.
No, drown out her dialogue.
Yes, there's no way I would forget.
Drown out her dialogue as well.
And with this, Junko's gone.
All right, let's party.
I'm gonna showcase my full cooking ability.
You go one beep,
Just
two
leave the
beeps.
BGM to Ibuki.
You can have one beep, you're okay.
Hey, can I take a picture to commemorate this?
Want to be awed by the sight of my prowess?
I've prepared you a training regiment.
Neko gets no beeps.
Ooh, if you get
No!
hurt, let me know.
Beeper! Beeper!
Should I begin with a brief introduction of myself?
Okay, I like that. Mr. Imposter.
After all this
Oh,
time?
you get beats. What was this again? Oh well, there's no need to think about it. I wanted this ending.
All right.
I don't really know
a
what I'm supposed to
game
do.
reset.
I tried to
And with
shoot
this,
the one
world
prompt.
will continue to loop.
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
I don't know, blast it with its own thing. I don't know what I'm doing.
All right.
And with this, the world...
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
Like, I can't change, there's no other prompt. Maybe if we...
All right. right!
Okay, maybe if we
And with
copy
this, the
it, there'll
world
be a
will
new
Eternal
prompt.
game utopias.
I guess it's fine to
Oh
stay
my
like this
God.
for a while.
Young master, that is.
Yay! You didn't have to forget us!
Yes, there's no way I would forget.
And with this, Junko's got.
All right!
I'm gonna showcase my.
Just leave the BG.
Hey, can I take?
Want to be awed by the...
I've prepared you.
Should I begin with a...
That's not it. You guys aren't
Part of the game, right?
Oh, okay. Eternal game, part of the game, I guess.
all right!
And with this, the
I didn't
world.
see
An
that prompt.
eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
I guess it's fine to stay.
Young master.
Or no, not part of the game.
And with
I think we're
this,
doing it in the wrong order.
Right!
I'm gonna showcase my.
Just leave the BG.
Hey, can I take?
Want to be awed by the...
I've prepared
This
you.
is, it's definitely should be the
Should I
wrong
begin
order,
with a
but
brief-
That's not it.
so, you know what? Let's shoot this and get it out of here.
You guys aren't part of the game, right?
There we go. Was that not there the first time? I feel like that wasn't there the first time. That or I just missed it. Yeah, I don't know.
All right!
And with this, the world.
An eternal game utopia.
This world.
This world, it is.
Who are you?
Like I said, the ghost of Chiaki. I saw it coming from a mile away.
I'm just a part of the game. But you guys aren't, right?
Chiaki? Is that you? Why are you here?
I don't know.
Does this mean you're my memory of Chiaki? Because you should have already disappeared. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, don't you think they're messed up? Telling us the world's going to be destroyed? And to sacrifice ourselves? There's no way I can choose. For someone like me, I'm just not able to choose. Seriously, I've had enough. I'm tired of being mixed up in all this stuff I don't understand.
That's understandable.
Not only was I told that I have no talent at all, but if I get out, I'll go back to being ultimate despair. And on top of that, I was told I'm going to disappear too. Isn't that messed up? Hey, you don't want that either, right? I mean, if we lose our memories, there won't be a single trace of your existence left. You're going to completely disappear, and none of us will ever remember you.
No, I won't.
Huh?
Even if I cease to exist. Even if you guys never remember me again.
You know, the actions that you did, they still happened.
That doesn't mean I will completely disappear. As long as everyone continues to move forward toward the future we created together, I will never disappear. What I lived for, fought for, and risked my life for will still exist.
You're right, but...
She's the ultimate self-sacrifice.
You're probably just scared, right?
I guess now I never really thought about her being the ultimate gamer does kind of make sense. It's kind of nifty.
Not just of disappearing. You're scared of moving toward the future with such a heavy burden, right?
Yeah. I'm scared. I'm obviously terrified of that.
How much longer are you going to be this indecisive?
Yeah, tell him, Chiaki.
Huh?
We need that pep talk.
Didn't you want to become someone with confidence? Isn't that why you admired Hope's Peak Academy?
He's got a point.
But even Hope's Peak Academy tricked me.
Hajime, you've had it wrong this whole time.
Wrong?
Did he volunteer or something?
Having talent isn't the goal. There's something much more important than whether or not you have talent, right? What's important is that you believe in
Oh
yourself.
yeah, he wanted confidence, not talent.
If you can't do that, no matter how much talent you possess, you will never be confident in yourself. Just like how you were in the past.
You? Hey, who are you? I mean, you should have already disappeared, right?
But past Hajime is in the past. He's not the same Hajime who spent time with me and the others in this world. So it's going to be alright. I think it's time you finally had confidence in yourself.
Hey, Chiaki. Can you tell me something? Which choice should I make?
That's a choice you gotta make for yourself.
My hope? The world's hope? Which one should I choose?
And by make for yourself, I mean whatever the writers decided.
You guys are the only ones who have the right to decide your future. And the responsibility, too.
So you're saying I should choose for myself?
But if you can't choose either future, why don't you just create one?
Secret option C?
Create?
Even if this world is just a game, you guys aren't part of the game. You guys don't have to just choose a future. You should be able to create one as well.
It's called fan fiction. Look it up. Actually, don't. You probably shouldn't.
Do you think someone like me can do that?
Since you're not part of the game, you don't have to worry about talent, skill, or level. You guys have a tremendous ultimate move that can overcome anything.
It's called the Konami Code.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you just do it, things will turn out okay.
If I do it, things will turn out okay.
Of course, games aren't very fun when they're easy to clear.
But
Very true.
This isn't a game, right?
Hey, Hajime, this isn't for the sake of anyone else. You have to do this for yourself. Now then, it's about time you show me your cool side, Hajime. Come on.
Wow, are you implying
I'll
that we've
help
been
out too.
uncool the entire time?
Help?
Monka?
I have no talent at all.
It's creepy Hajime.
I was even betrayed by the Academy I admired
Betrayed
so much.
by the Academy.
I don't want to disappear.
Don't want to disappear.
I'm not Izuru Kamakura.
You're not Izuru.
Who cares what will happen to the world?
Okay, who
I don't want to
cares?
sacrifice myself.
You know what?
It's not like I'll be appreciated anyway.
Not like it'll be. I mean, that's not what you have to do.
There's
That's not
no
what you
way
do
we
the
can
right
beat
thing.
Junko.
No way you can beat Junko.
It's the Future Foundation's fault,
And we'll just kind of let this play out.
not mine.
That one
I
seems to
can't
be a
choose
heavy
the
disagree
future.
though. Can't choose the future. Okay, I don't know. That one just seems so right to me. This is me. Is this really me? Okay, we'll probably wait
I
until
have no
the-
talent. I was even betrayed. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru. Who cares what will... I don't want
I
to
mean, she said she'd help us
There's
out.
no way we can... It's the future found... Not mine. I can't choose the future.
See, if you just do it, things will turn out okay. You should even be able to create the future.
Didn't I? Okay. Oh, copy create the future. Yeah. Copy create the future on the I can't create the
I'm
future.
not Izuru. Who cares what will... I don't want to sacrifice. It's not like I'll be a... There's no way we can... It's the future found... Not mine. I can't choose the future.
See, if you just... You should even be able to create the future.
Okay, create the future probably on change the, or choose the future. So uncool. It's totally uncool.
I have no talent at all. I was even betrayed, but I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru. Who cares what will... I don't want to sacrifice. It's not like I'll be a... There's no way we can beat Junko. It's the future foundation.
Not mine. I can't choose the future.
Easy.
See, if you just
Okay,
do
or
it,
not.
things will turn out okay.
Maybe not easy.
You should even be able to create the future.
Okay, that's not right. This is me. I mean, I really feel like that was correct.
I have no talent at all.
Maybe beat
I was
Junko,
even
create
betrayed,
the
but I don't
future.
want to disappear. I'm not Izuru. Who cares what will...
I don't want to
So
sacrifice
I'm not
myself.
Izuru, create the
It's not
future.
like I'll be a...
There's no way we can beat Junko.
Or beat Junko.
It's the Future Foundation's fault,
The Future Foundation's fault.
not mine.
See, if you just do it, things will turn out okay. You should even be able to create the future.
Like we could pick the future that we want and then fire it at create the future. Maybe I'm not
I have no
Izuru.
talent at all.
Create the future.
I was even betrayed by the Academy
create
I
the-
admired
well-
so much. I don't want to disappear.
I mean,
I'm not
I don't even know
Izuru.
if we
Who
can.
cares what will happen to the world?
I'm not Izuru.
I don't want to sacrifice. It's not like I'll be a... It's the future found... Not mine.
See, if you just do it, you should even be able to create the future.
No. I really don't know what
I
I'm
have no talent at all.
doing.
I was even betrayed by the Academy I admired so much. I don't want to disappear.
I don't want to disappear.
I'm not Izuru Kamakura.
Maybe I don't want to disappear.
Who cares what will happen? I don't want to sacrifice. It's not like I'll be appreciated in... It's the future found...
Not mine.
See, if you just do it, you should even be able to create the future.
Or wait. Oh, you have to blast all of them with create the
I have no
future.
talent. I
They're
was even betrayed,
disappearing
but
one
I
by
don't wanna
one.
I'm not Izuru. Who cares what will... I don't want to sacrifice. It's not like I'll be a... It's the future
Okay.
found... Not
You're
mine.
just supposed to do it like
If you
over and
you
over
should even be
again.
able to create the future.
Okay. I get it now. I wasn't realizing that some of the lines were disappearing.
I have no talent at all.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
even betrayed by the...
Get blasted.
I don't want to disappear.
Too bad.
I'm not Izuru
So?
Kamakura. Who cares
Shut
what
up.
happened to the world? I don't want to
You're a big dummy.
myself. It's not like I'll
Can't hear you, nerd.
Even so, it's the Future Foundation's fault.
Future who?
Even so, not mine.
Oh god, blast him.
Even so,
No matter what kind of future it is, as long as you guys move toward it, I will never disappear. Everything that happened here, it won't be meaningless. If you guys carried the burden of both hope and despair, you should even be able to create the future, even if it's a convenient miracle. If you just do it, things will turn out okay. That's why you can't hesitate now. Resolve to throw everything away and give it everything you got. I'll be cheering for you too.
The whole time they're like, Hajime, you just been daydreaming for like 30 minutes now. What's going on, bro?
I forgot to say it again.
You don't have to say goodbye. Okay. Oh, we're mashing. Oh, we're mashing. Oh, they've been all this spared up. It's even evil Kazuichi.
Why everyone died. If we
Oh,
don't rid
I'm
the world
mashing.
of despair, the tragedy will start once
Oh
again.
my god, I'm mashing. Okay, we're back. We're back.
One more time.
Now, I don't know what I'm
We turn
doing.
Back into ultimate despair.
We got Vampire
We might be
Kazuichi.
killed by the Future Foundation, right?
We've got
This
60
is your
minutes.
responsibility, since you're the ones who fell to despair.
It's not my responsibility. It's the Future Foundation's.
Come on, show us the Maz, Hajime.
They're both hope and they're both despair. A conclusion will never be fucking reached.
None of the buttons do anything. So, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do here.
You can't lose hope.
You can't lose hope.
If the memories
Am I
we made
holding?
here disappear,
Like, we're holding. Oh, dude, we're getting big.
I
Oh,
will
we're
not
getting
even
big.
remember
Hajime's getting so long and hard.
why everyone died.
You can't
Okay.
lose hope.
We've
The
learned
memories we made
what?
here just I will not
What?
even remember why everyone died.
He's
If we
turned on
don't
his
rid the
aimbot.
world of- The tragedy will start when...
I want to see Becca one. If we turn back into, we might be killed by the.
This is your responsibility.
It's not my responsibility.
Hajime, he
It's the
bought a
Future
Russian
Foundation.
aimbot,
They're both hope
and
and
now he
they're
can
both
defeat
conclusion
everyone
will never-
instantly.
No, that's wrong.
Oh man, dude, he's fucking guy from the first game. He looks like
There won't just be hope.
the ultimate moral
There'll
compass.
probably be a lot of despair too.
What was his name? Mondo's friend? Kyo?
I don't know what kind of future awaits us. But our futures are ours. I won't let anyone take them.
He's like Dante from the reboot kind of DMC.
Huh? Who the hell are you?
I've decided. I'm done running away. I will fight for my future. I will fight alongside the future that everyone created for me. It's not for anyone else's sake but my own.
Don't tell me. Izuru? Hey, what the heck is going on? Is this a serious bug or something?
I am not Izuru Kamakura. I am Hajime Hinata!
Oh, his force of personality, it's too strong. Oh no. Okay, future. Only the one prompt.
You despair because you yearn for.
And we have
you
ultimate-
yearn
we
for
have
hope
infinite
because
cuts.
Let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up. If you do that, this game is gonna continue. If you don't want that, just turn off the game.
The only winning move is not
Even
to play.
so,
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
What? I don't know what I'm doing here.
Damn it!
No matter.
You despair because you yearn for hope.
I'm
You
not
yearn for
entirely
hope
sure what
because
they
you
want
just-
there.
Let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up. If you do that, this game is gonna continue. If you don't want that, just turn off the game.
Even so,
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
Like, can I hit the purples? I can't tell if I can hit the purples or not.
Damn it!
I'm not entirely sure what they want
despair
here.
because you yearn for hope. You yearn for hope because let's
Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to clear all the purples out
Close your eyes and cover your. Just shut the hell up! If you do that, this game is gonna. If you don't want that, just turn off the game.
Anyway, I guess we can just try hitting Y.
You don't have to look at the hopeless.
Oh, that's it?
I'll never let anyone choose again!
I assumed there was more. I'll never let anybody choose again. What? There's no choice. This is a kinetic visual novel. Alright.
I don't want anything.
We have activated
You
super
have no
mode.
argument. There's no hope.
Ooh.
Just give up already.
It's got big vibe music.
A miracle won't
I mean,
happen.
vibe's not the right word, but
What is
it's kind of a
this
bop.
Crappy feeling. I don't want anything. Lizaru! You have no argument. The future will make you suffer. Just give up already. You're not hope.
Alright, now we're back in,
I don't want to lose anything. The future
and we
will
still have
make you
infinite
suffer.
stock, so I guess if we
You
just, like,
have
hit
no
fast as possible.
I don't want anything. You have no argument. There's no hope. Just give up already. A miracle
And
won't happen. What is this crappy feeling? I don't want anything.
okay,
You won't be able to do it.
That's
You won't be able to do anything.
wrong.
No, that's wrong. What the heck is wrong with you? Why is there a bug like this all of a sudden?
It's fusion.
Everyone, let's shut this game down!
Huh? But
What's with Hajime's hair, dude?
Don't you get it?
If
we start
I like
the
how no
shutdown
one's mentioned
sequence,
it.
we'll-
I would just like one person to acknowledge that Hajime looks mega different.
There's never only one choice to make. There's no way I'll allow things to end this way. The future everyone has created for us should have more possibilities than that. Let's leave this place with confidence, and from there we can just create it on our own. The future that we want.
what are you saying?
Oh, it's
There's
playing the
no way
music.
something that convenient is going to happen.
It wouldn't be strange if a miracle happened. This isn't a game. We can change the future as much as we want.
Even if you talk big, if you leave here, you're just gonna forget everything. That goes for everyone else.
We just have to press these two buttons at the same time, correct?
Oh, graduate and repeat.
I wonder. I do not really understand it myself, but
This it was programmed very badly, so pressing two at the same time will create an overflow error, and then you know, it'll shut down or something.
I just saw it.
She peeked into the matrix.
When my body felt so heavy that I could not move. When I felt as though I was sinking into a deep black sea.
A magical girl, Sonia Nevermind, has logged online.
It was at that moment I somehow heard Hajime's voice. And though it was just a flash, I saw it. Like a lighthouse beacon shining across an ocean of darkness. A warm, yet resolute light. The one who shined that light, it was probably...
Chiakers?
You saw it too, right, Hajime? The future we are going to create from this moment on. It is also the future that everyone has created, right? Then, there is no way we can stop now.
Seriously, that's a suicidal decision.
I'm well aware it might be an act of suicide. There's no telling how this will play out, but... I heard her voice. In fact, I think it was the first time she ever yelled at me. I can't stand on my own 2 feet if she keeps treating me like a damn kid.
I don't like thinking about complicated stuff. If there's someone strong worth fighting, I'll fight. It's just who I am, you know? That's what it means to be confident, right? Then, I'm gonna choose this!
Oh, it's
Man,
everyone's
This
favorite
sure is getting annoying again.
corpse fucker.
But if you're saying you're gonna do it, there's no way I can back out now. If I don't have any place to go back to, I should at least protect this place no matter what.
I've never noticed his screw earrings before, or ear piercings.
You all... Why? Why? How can you guys throw yourselves back into the depths of despair?
Because we believe.
Huh?
We believe in our future. That's what makes us different from you. We believe that if we try new things, even difficult things, that everything will turn out okay. We believe we can even create our own futures.
That's impossible! That can't be hope! It's not even despair!
And I mean, they did say at the start of the class trial, if you believe it hard enough, it becomes the truth, right?
What is this?
You're using her own words against her.
Hajime, everyone, thank you.
I'm not the one you should be thanking.
Huh?
Well, you know, me early on saying Chiake was the best character, that really paid off. B, another B, oh boy. I really, like, how did we get Bs? Like, what do you have to do to get an A? I feel like our average is definitely above a 90. Or even like a 93. Like, what's the grading scale in Japan? Is it 95 is what you need for an A? It's crazy.
Well, let's get started.
I didn't think it would end this easily.
Huh? It's not the end, right?
This is just the beginning, right?
First, we need to let this game world end.
And from that point on, we're the ones who are going to create.
Oh god. Please no. Magical girl Usame has logged back online. I'll hit him with a lollipop whip. Get blasted. It's like a Zelda boss. 3 hits is all you need. Okay, she makes the circle of doom. I'm familiar. Hit him with the color wheel of death. Would have preferred if it was Chiake there beating up Junko, but...
Man, this is absolute despair. I feel despair upon despair and despair toward despair yet again. How fun. Once you've experienced the despair I've suffered, there's no turning back. Living in the shadows of past memories. That's too sad, you know? But I guess I no longer have to hope for despair.
That is just so hopeless.
What was that just now? Why did Usami appear? She should have already disappeared.
I don't know, it's anime friendship, Byaku. I thought you would have learned about this by now.
I guess it's just as Hajime said.
At least, this wasn't the ending prepared for them. This was the ending they created.
Are you saying they're moving towards such an uncertain future on purpose?
Even so, the only thing we can do now is leave it to them.
I mean, you might want to go to the pods real quick and make sure they're not crazy as soon as they wake up.
This game world is going to end soon. There is nothing more we can do.
Regardless, there's no need for us to do anything.
Man, it's collapsing.
You're right.
I am sorry to trouble everyone, but even if we awaken in the real world and forget about what transpired here,
it will still have meaning, right?
Of course.
Of course, Miss Sonia. I don't know the proper way to say this, but I kind of feel the same way too.
You're so bad at explaining things. Now that it's the end, you should at least try a little harder.
Yeah.
People can't change that easily, you know.
Well, whether it has meaning or not, it all depends on us now.
Time's almost up.
I'm pretty scared.
I do just love Hajime just glowing and no one says
I
anything.
am scared too.
But it's okay, right? It makes sense to feel scared, right?
That's the future.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Mini Neko.
Hey, I'll never forget you guys. Or the others. You guys better remember me too. My name is Kazuichi Soda.
With your colorful personalities, there's no way I'd forget you guys that easily.
Yeah, whoever said that, I agree.
Even if I forget, I will use all my might and remember.
If you start talking weird later, Hajime, I'll beat you up till you turn back to normal.
That's a relief. But make sure you hold back as much as you can.
Well, I don't know. Maybe a Super Hajime in the real world is mega powerful. With his big brain. So this is the end. But it's just the beginning. Isn't that right? It doesn't change how scared I am. I can't help feeling scared. So scared, but...
Thank you. Thank you, Chiaki. Phew. I finally said it.
And then he woke up first, was still crazy, and murdered everyone before they could get
Me
out of their
too.
crypts.
Thank you.
The end.
I'll never forget about you guys. I'll never, ever forget. I'll be cheering for you guys from now on. From somewhere. 'Cause we're all friends after all.
Maybe. Let's not say all friends. I mean, come on, Mikon is still on the no friends list. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. Now, is it actually the end? Or do we have like a wrap-up sequence? We obtained the cell phone. Like, I have no clue what that is. Sure, I'll save. And so, the incident is coming to an end. The incident riddled with absurdity, with nonsense, with sheer irrationality. It's about to lower its curtain. An incident smaller than Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most tragic events. Smaller than the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. An incident so small it doesn't even have a name. The world will never know what happened here. Not now, not in the distant future. As long as they remain in here, we're on a dang
Apparently
boat.
they've finished the preparations. We can leave any time.
Then, I guess we should get going.
Hey, Makoto. Is this really okay? You're the one who said, leave the questions to me. So I let you take the lead. Are they really going to be okay? Didn't they just turn back into ultimate despair?
Ah, shit, it'll be fine, Byakuya. You worry too much.
I don't think that's the case. I mean, if they did turn back, they wouldn't have said that they'd stay on this island.
Perhaps they're thinking about helping their sleeping friends?
I can't really say for sure, but that's what I believe.
Yeah, let's just leave the potentially evil people alone on an island base. I'm sure nothing can happen while they're being unsupervised.
Whether they know it or not, the fact that they're already clinging to that feeling shows they're no longer who they were in the past.
I mean, that's true.
It seems that there are too many soft-hearted people here.
That's also true.
But in reality, the possibility of those who are asleep waking up is close to zero.
Everything that happens in this game, the possibility is close to zero.
No, the possibility isn't a problem. Even if there's the smallest possibility, they're still trying to create that future for themselves. In their eyes, that is the future.
The smallest possibility. You might as well call it a miracle.
I also feel more solidified in my power rankings by these being the 3 characters that show back up of the survivors.
But strangely enough,
You got,
I have a
I mean,
feeling that
Makoto
they'll be
wasn't
able to
ranked,
reach
but
it.
you've got number 1 and number 3 right here.
they've accepted their hopes and their despair, and they're trying to create their own future. Maybe, for people like that, Miracles are inevitable. Don't you think?
As cheesy as ever. Seriously, you haven't grown up at all.
Byakuya, is there something wrong with that?
Haven't
There's
grown
something
up?
wrong with being cheesy?
That's the main reason we decided to come with you.
Well, who cares? I guess I'll respect your decision.
Nah, the real
This
reason
time.
is they both have the hots for Makoto. I mean, look at him. He's a cutie
However,
patootie.
what comes next is going to be difficult for us.
Leaving them on this island. If the higher-ups at HQ find out about this, it will definitely cause a scene.
We need to work on concealing it.
That's not a problem.
And what do you intend to explain to HQ?
About that. I was gonna think about it while I was on the ship.
Maybe it'll just work out. Maybe he'll get lucky and they won't care.
Good luck. I'm not going to help you that much.
He doesn't need luck.
Huh? Why?
You should at least be glad that we decided to respect your decision.
Fine.
Then let's go back as well. We're not even close to finished yet. There's still a lot we must do. Besides the Future Foundation, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is not finished.
They just had to say it one more fucking time, didn't they?
We must end this once and for all, for the sake of the future.
It seems I must fight alongside you all for a little while longer.
Plus, there's someone waiting for you to return.
Don't make me remember something so horrifying.
Then let's go. We must create our own futures too.
And so, the ordeal has ended. And from here, our daily lives have started. Lives that are much more absurd, nonsensical, and irrational than before. Things are probably gonna be a lot more difficult now.
Especially since I've got all this fucking hair, dude. How do I manage it?
There's no such thing as an answered mystery. It's doubtful whether or not things will even end well. The future isn't a path. It's like an endless sea. You can try to go anywhere, but it doesn't mean you'll get there.
Oh, did he cut his hair?
So, I will keep on living.
Or I guess maybe he got reborn as his image from the Avatar? I
I will
don't
keep
know.
on living as Hajime Hinata.
Oh, he did cut it. He doesn't have his super long Sakura hair anymore.
My future lies here.
The day before the future. That sounds like credits music to me. Alrighty, that is it. Danganronpa 2 done and dusted. Ultimate Swindler. Well, I guess is that the imposter? I'm thinking for a second. I think I like 2 more than 1. I think that's my initial thought right after beating it. I think I like it more than 1. The ending, still not... I mean, it's better. It's definitely way better than the ending to the first game. Maybe not way better, but it had like 2 interesting twists, whereas I felt like the ending to the first game didn't really have any interesting twists. And the whole Junko thing just... I mean, it tilted me in this game as well, just because I don't really like her characterization at all. But... It definitely annoyed me less in this game, just because I was a little more jaded going into the ending, compared to the first game where I had a lot more hope. I was not yet filled with despair. So yeah, like as a whole, I think I like the ending a lot more. I really like the despair angle, where they're the ultimate despairs. Hajime being the Izuru guy was kind of nifty. That's me. I mean, it was cool to see Makoto, Kyoko, and Byakuya show back up again. Definitely liked that. I'm glad those were the 3 characters who showed back up. No offense to... Well, offense intended to Toko and Hiro. Hina's okay. I just don't like her nearly as much as the other 3. But as a whole, I think, if looking beyond the ending, I think I still liked 2 a little bit more than 1. I'm just trying to think. Like, the first case, I think, is better than the first case in the first game. Granted, it's also a little unfair to, like, do direct one-to-one comparisons like that, because anytime with, like, sequels, you kind of build off of the previous game. Like, for example, the first case was able to be more complicated than, say, the first case in the first game was, just because you're kind of expected to already be familiar with the game and, like, the game logic and everything by that point. And granted, the first case is only so easy just because of, like, a localization issue with the number being a little bit more obvious that it's a name in English. Second case, I like the second case in the first game more than the second case in the second game, but I still thought the second case was pretty good. The third case, I liked it more than I probably should have, just because I was so confident Mikon was the killer in the first case, and then I was super confident it was Mikon, like, pretty early on into Chapter 3. So getting that proved right felt good. The motivations and it does have, like, I think the weakest motivations, like she just, like, remembered she was evil. I did not like that at all. I didn't like the way it's, like, it felt like there was a level of direct interaction that there shouldn't have been, based on, like, the whole, like, original idea behind the killing game is that they're supposed to kind of do it of their own volition, compared to, like, oh, we gave him a disease that made him... Granted, in Mikon's case, she wasn't made evil, she remembered she was evil, which is still weird, but it is also a slight hint towards the despair thing, which is nifty, I'll give it that. Chapter 4, those are about equal in my mind. I think I like the first game's Chapter 4 a little bit more. The only problem I had with it was just the suicide angle wasn't very clear as, like, a potential option in that first game. The 5th chapter, or the 5th trial in this game, is by far the best in the series. I think it's, like, significantly better than all the others, just because it has that extra moral ambiguity where the person you're executing is like, did nothing wrong. The final trials, yeah, I mean, I still just like the ending. The actual trial, the final, like, Chapter 6 trial was a little, like, there wasn't as much to it. Like, most of the prompts were a lot easier. Like, you only really had, like, a couple actual, somewhat difficult, non-stop debates. Most of it was, like, very simple, like, multiple choice stuff, or, like, the logic dives, which are very easy. Characters? I don't know. I don't know if I like the characters from 1 more, or if I like the characters from 2 more. I definitely like the surviving cast at the end more from the first game. Because, like, of the surviving cast of this game, I like Hajime, I like Kazuichi, I like Fuyuhiko, Akane and Sonya. I would probably like them more if I did their free time events. That is one of the problems with, like, the character... My thoughts exactly. Like, one of the problems, like, the characterization is that certain characters are way more likable if you do their free time events, but you're also restricted on how many you can do. But we obtained a Usami strap. Stay strapped, as they always say. A Danganronpa 1F, 1 file, IF. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but we'll save it. We have Island Mode, where Monokuma lost against Usami. Is that maybe just a way to, oh, the light novel? I don't know. It's not something we do now, but... Oh yeah, that reminds me. I just kind of want to briefly talk about. So, the play order, or the story order, I might have to be, like, informed on this to a greater degree when this video goes up, which will be in about a little over 2 weeks. Not because I think part 34 goes up today, or 35. So, like, about 3 weeks from now. I know you're supposed to watch an anime before Danganronpa 3. So I do plan to do that. I'm trying to think what I was gonna say. Yeah, I plan to do that. What we'll probably do for that is maybe just make a video like after I watch it all. I'll wait to watch it until at least this video goes up just to make sure that I do the story order stuff in the right order. I know there's that spin-off game I'm probably not gonna play, Ultimate Despair Girls or whatever. At least not now. I'm more focused on trying to just finish through the main, or like the main series. Even though I know 3 is supposedly like not as connected to the first 2 or something. I don't know very much about it. I've been able to stay mostly spoiler-free throughout the years, or pretty much entirely spoiler-free. I just know like very little things. Like I know that apparently you watch an anime like is what actually continues the story of Danganronpa 2. I'll have to be maybe given more specific instructions about that, and then I'll watch that, maybe just make a video talking about it, even though it would be fun to like actually commentate over the episodes. I'm pretty sure that's an easy way to get my channel nuked from the face from orbit, like just completely destroyed, even though, oh boy, it would be kind of fun. Yeah, I'll probably just make a video talking about like the whole thing, like episode by episode after I finish it, kind of like I do also in plan to do another LP Reflections video on this game like I did for the last one, where after I like collect my thoughts some more on the game. I think my final verdict though is I like Danganronpa 2 a lot, and maybe even slightly more than the first game. Not like a huge amount, but I think slightly more, just because I think the ending, like just the ending being a little bit better, like that affects me a lot. Like I put a lot of stock in endings, but I'd have to think about it a little bit more to fully come to an actual conclusion. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and stop here for the finale. We're over an hour. That ended up taking a little bit less time than I thought it would. I thought we were going to take at least like 90 minutes to get to the end of the game, but I think that's about all I got to say for now. Like I said, there'll be an LP Reflections video coming out within a week or two after this video goes up. Those videos are sometimes, they take longer for me to make, especially because like the first Danganronpa one I did took forever just because there was so much to talk about. Because that was more of like because originally that series was intended to be like me talking about like LP specific stuff, like, you know, things that I would like to improve on, issues that I had actually recording the series, or things I would have done differently. But that was more of a story analysis because I felt like I had to like talk more about why I dislike the ending so much and elaborate a little bit more. But I think that's pretty much going to be it. So yeah, that video will be coming out a week or so after this video comes out, hopefully. Then there'll be another video talking about the anime. I don't know. Is this novel? How long is it? I could do it maybe as like a bonus video. If it's any good, potentially. And depending on the length, we could maybe do that. Because I don't really want to jump. I want to do the third game relatively soon, since this series has done well. Like a lot better than I expected. So usually, you know, when series do well, I like to prioritize playing the next one. But I also do want to give myself a bit of a break because I don't want to jump in and I don't want to like overload myself and then get burnt out and then the LP not be as good because I'm tired of the series. That's not something I want to happen. So we'll probably have like maybe play a small game in between, like after this ends and before we start 3. But I would like to start 3 relatively soon, like maybe a month or so max after this video goes up. So yeah, I think that's everything for real this time. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next Let's Play, and bye, guys.